For me, academic excellence is more than just grades on a bit of paper. It's actually about imbibing the academic experience. It's about being passionate and curious to find out more about subjects. That could be almost anything, but it's that drive and enthusiasm to dig deep into the subject, learn more and push the boundaries. And everybody at Somerville comes with that enthusiasm, that drive and that passion to learn and also to expand human knowledge.
We often have discussions about what we're learning, and this isn't just with our course mates, it's with people that have never heard of our subject. And I think to a degree that does help because, in trying to crystallize what you know, it's a lot easier to talk to someone who knows nothing about it.
I can think of wonderful examples where I've been sat just quietly eating my lunch and I got chatting with somebody sat next to me, and it's led some incredibly interesting projects. One, I was talking about ways in which in physics we can build computer models of how molecules might move under various forces. And the person next to me said, could you use this to model the way chickens move for animal welfare? And I said, well, maybe, let's see if we can do that. And that's led to around about a 15-year project with one of the biology fellows. The machine learning and AI are already really transforming the world in which we live. And the particular aspect of AI that I'm really excited by is the aspect that we refer to as machine learning. And that tends to be about using AI to investigate very large data sets. So I'm really interested in big data sets and trying to squeeze information out of them. So it may not be believable, but it's entirely true that the big science problems and the big science projects generate more data than the whole of the internet. Some of the biggest data repositories that we create on our planet come from things like astronomy, where people are scanning the skies, looking for interesting new insight into the laws of physics, the way in which the early universe behaved, the dynamics of all the wonders that are out there. Use of AI supercharges these science projects. So you can be looking at terabytes of data coming from a telescope every second, coming through AI algorithms, asking deep questions, saying, is that something which might contain an interesting phenomenon which goes against the laws of physics? But once in a while, when you're looking through that enormous mountain of data, you find this tiny gem of something that looks a bit odd, and it turns out to be a new observation of a phenomenon that nobody has ever seen before. And we've been just so privileged to work discovering exoplanets, planets that are orbiting stars hundreds and thousands of light years away. We've been looking at, in radio astronomy, finding things like asteroids falling into neutron stars. The first direct observation of two black holes spiraling around each other and collapsing into one another and rippling the whole surface of space-time, which we are able to pick up with sensitive instruments that are listening out for all that kind of thing. And the use of AI screens all that data and finds all these amazing new bits of science.
I think studying in Somerville really hones your academic rigor and your critical thinking. And I think in general, that's going to be applicable in just about any job you get into. Just the ability to pass through loads and loads of information, perhaps on a short deadline, and really pick out what's important to you and pick out what's important to the matter at hand.
This shared belief that together we are just learning more and more about the world around us, the world that has been, and the world of people and things. I just find that incredibly exciting.